friends? I am so sorry, but I had very little faith in this movie going in. I love the first three Kung Fu Panda movies. They're really funny, they're charming, the characters are great, and the first two have some of the best villains in all of DreamWorks. But this one has stupid Aquafina Fox, who I thought was a wolf. A really lame, underdeveloped villain. I know that DreamWorks has a really weird reputation for mixed quality, but this is the third bad DreamWorks movie in a row. Though I did hear that The Wild Robot did break this streak, even if I haven't seen it yet. But out of the three bad movies in a row, Kung Fu Panda 4 sticks out like a sore thumb considering the first three movies are genuinely great. And I know a lot of people say that this movie is mid, but Kung Fu Panda 4 is so bad. And I think the main problem with this film is the writing. The writing and the jokes are so awful in this movie. I did not laugh or even chuckle once at this movie. All the jokes fall super flat on their face, and I groaned at pretty much every single one. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but let's just say that the Chameleon's plan makes absolutely no sense, especially considering the existence of Master Shifu and Mantis. And speaking of Mantis, the Furious 5 don't even show up in this movie until the very end. I know they weren't really important to the plot of this movie, but couldn't they have at least had like a little side plot or even just cameos? The third movie is also kind of guilty of this, kind of giving them the shaft, but at least they had more than a singular minute of screen time. The only characters in this movie who don't get the shaft are Po, Mr. Ping, and Lee. Okay, one compliment I will give is that I really like the Lee and Mr. Ping side plot. That was pretty charming. But the rest of the film is just this stupid ass plot of Po trying to pass the torch to someone else, and oh wow, we gotta focus on this Aquafina Fox now. I hate this fox with a passion. She's so annoying and obnoxious. This film tries way too hard to make you like this dumbass character, and then there's a third act breakup that feels so forced. Even disregarding Aquafina's mediocre voice acting, I just don't like this character. She's just super obnoxious and underdeveloped. And the Chameleon is better, but only slightly. I love how the movie constantly goes out of its way to tell us how threatening and scary the Chameleon is. But then it just gives us her really half-assed motivation, and she's so boring as a character throughout the movie. The most evil thing she does is push a guy down a big flight of stairs. Oh no, this lizard lady is so scary. She seems like a huge threat. Remember the other Kung Fu Panda villains? In the first movie, Tai Lung is introduced by beating a whole ton of guards in a prison. I think there were over hundreds of these rhino guard guys, and he single-handedly defeats all of them. Lord Shen basically has a giant firework gun that can destroy entire buildings. And Kai uses his spiritual abilities in order to capture and basically make evil clones of his enemies. Like this insane twisted version of Pokemon. The only compliments I can really give to the Chameleon are that her voice actress is pretty good and her animation is awesome. And I really like her copying abilities, even if they make no sense. She's not an awful villain, but she could be so much better. Overall, Kung Fu Panda 4 sucks. Apparently, Kung Fu Panda 4 might possibly become a brand new trilogy, and I am really not looking forward to it if this is the direction it's gonna go. The only compliments I can give to this thing are that the animation is nice, and I really like the side plot between Lee and Mr. Ping. But everything else about this movie is really poorly done. The writing, the characters, the stupid passing the torch plot, the awful jokes, the Aquafina Fox, the underdeveloped villain. If you like the movie, that's fine, but sorry, this is the worst Kung Fu Panda movie by far. I know this might be a little bit insane to some of y'all, but honestly, I would probably rather watch Wish than this movie.
What?
Despite this movie having much better animation and a much better score, my girlfriend and I just find so much ironic enjoyment out of Wish that it's actually fun to rewatch because of its awfulness. But Kung Fu Panda 4 is just a nothing movie. I was expecting this movie to be mid, and I am very disappointed. If this is where the franchise is headed,
count it out!
Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go watch something good instead. Or I can watch Wish again.
Watch out, world, here I are.
Okay, you're gonna be the new Dragon Warrior. Cool. Am I a joke to you?